Good morning students, welcome back. Today we are going to continue with the fifth part or the fifth session of coding with Blue Java. Conditional statements in Java. Statements or block statements which is executed depending on a given condition are called conditional statements. So different types of conditional statements are there. First one is if statement. This statement checks the condition given. If it is true, then the next statement or the statement block is executed. Otherwise, it is ignored. So here's the syntax: if, then condition within this pair of parentheses, then the curly braces marks the beginning of the block or the statement block, any number of statements, then closing of the curly braces marks the end of the block. Here's the example: if a greater than 10 is a conditional statement, and the starting of the curly braces, block begins C equal to A into A, system.out.println C. So these are the two statements in the block, and this curly braces marks the end of the block. Next one is if-else statement. Second form of if statement, it executes either of the two statements depending on a condition. Syntax: if condition, then statement or statement block, the block of statement. Else, if the condition is not satisfied, then the statement or the statement block will be executed. Example: if A greater than B, max equal to A, D equal to A minus B. This is the first block. If the condition is true, then it is satisfied. Otherwise, max equal to B, D equal to B minus A. So these are the sample programs. If-else statement. So multi-branching. So this statement is used to execute multiple conditional selection statements. Previously you have seen only one, if and or else, and here multiple selection statement. If condition 1, then the statement or statement block. The first one, else if condition 2, second condition is satisfied, then the statement or the statement block, like this. Any number of statements, any number of conditions. If example, marks greater than equal to 90, then system.out.println grade A. Else if marks greater than equal to 80, system.out.println grade B. And likewise, else if condition n, then statement block ends. Any number of statements. Else, if neither of these conditions are true, then the else part will be executed. So else if marks greater than equal to 70, system.out.println grade equal to C. Else if mark greater than equal to 60, grade equal to D. So if neither of these four conditions are satisfied, then the else part will be executed where it is given not satisfactory. So if it is below 60, then the result is not satisfactory. So in this way we can execute here more than multiple branching, and depending on that we can give some selection or depending on a condition. Multi-branching statement. It is a type of conditional flow of control in which one out of multiple blocks of statement is executed based on a given condition. It is done with the help of switch case statement. So both switch and case are keywords. So let us see switch case statement. In this statement, a number of statement blocks are created under different cases. All the cases are enclosed within curly braces under switch statement. A particular case is executed based on a given value or the user choice of a control variable passed as an argument to the switch. This can be used for menu-driven programs. You want menus in a program. Syntax: switch, then the control variable, then case value 1, the first block of statement, end should be, or the block should be a break statement, then case value 2, statement block, second one, end statement should be a break. Example: switch A is a numeric variable. If case A, when the value of A is 1, then case 1, area equal to L into B, system.out.println area equal to area. Break case 2, P equal to into L plus B, system.out.println perimeter equal to P, break. In this way, case value n, any number of case statements, then the statement block n will be executed. If neither of this is true, then default the statement block is executed. So here the default is system.out.println wrong choice. So if the user doesn't process anything other than the choice 1, 2 or any other options, then we can make the program enter to a case which is known as default case, where we can give the wrong choice statement. Okay, so this is used for multi-branching, used for menu options. A menu-driven program can be very well coded in this format. At the end of every case block, break statement is given. So why it is given? Otherwise there will be a fall through effect which will execute other case blocks that follow. So if first case one is true, or if this is satisfied, then it will execute case 2 also if there is no break after the case 1 statement. Okay, so to stop this fall through effect, the break statement is given at the end of every case, but not given after the default, because default is the last case. Iterative constructs in Java. Iteration means repeated execution of a set of statements. This can be done by using a loop. So loops are of two types, entry control and exit control. So two types of loops are there in Java, entry control loop and exit control loop. First one is entry control loop, a looping construct in which the condition is checked in the beginning. If the condition is true, the control is allowed to enter into the loop, otherwise the entry will be denied. So the types are for loop. So for loop is a kind of entry control loop. The for loop is used when a number of iteration is fixed and known. When we know how many number of times the loop is executed, for that we can use the for loop. Syntax for, then initialization of the control variable, then semicolon, test condition, again a semicolon, then increment, decrement or step value. Inside the parenthesis after the for statement, then the statement block within the curly braces. Example for a equal to 1, this is the initialization of the control variable a. Then a less than equal to 10 is the test condition, and then a plus plus is the increment of that control variable a. So it's a postfix operator, a plus plus. So system.out.println a. So this small loop is going to print from 1 to 10. While loop. In this looping construct, a block statement gets executed repeatedly until the given condition is false. It is an unknown iterative loop. So when we don't know how many times the loop is going to be executed, then we can use the while loop. Syntax, initialization of the control variable. So before the start of the loop, the control variable should have an initial value. Then while the test condition must give a condition within this while statement. Then the statement block. At the end of the statement block, there must be the increment or the decrement of the step value to make the change in the control variable. If the control variable is not changed, then the loop will be infinite, because at some point of time your loop must stop. The condition given after the while statement must be false. Example, a equal to 1 while a less than equal to 10, system.out.println a equal to a plus 1. So first time a is 1, printing 1, then a is now 2, equal to a plus 1 becomes 2, then 2 is printed like this up to 10 is printed. When 10 is printed, a equal to a plus 1, it is 11. Control goes to while statement, but here it is less than equal to 10. So 11 is neither less than nor equal to 10, it is more than 10. So that's why the loop stops. So this point of time, the loop becomes false. So students, that's all for today. Hope you have understood. Practice in your computer device. Until the next class, until the next video, it's goodbye and happy learning.